I think sometimes I get scared that what if I make someone feel too small? What if I come on too strong? What if I unintentionally invalidate someone's experience?
You're listening to Sensitive, Spiritual, and Successful, the podcast where we uncover ways to connect you back to your soul self and get you unstuck so that you can live out your full potential. I'm Jasmine Lynn, a former psychotherapist turned human design soul guide and EFT tapping success coach, and I'm here to show you how to love yourself through all your levels of growth. I know you're here because you have an impact you want to make in this world and you have a light to share, and I'm here to guide you through that journey because you deserve soul-aligned success.
All right, I'm going to go over my reflections from the first month in my membership, Aligned to Shine HQ. We worked on the fear of being seen, and I talk about, like before we even get started, that growth happens in a spiral. I call it the soul shift spiral. And it doesn't matter what level you're at when it comes to your growth and expansion, you'll likely find that you'll experience the same block, so to say, as you continue to move up your next level, as you reach new heights. When I first started putting myself out online, I would be really scared. I would make a video. I would talk about myself, be vulnerable. And that was something really hard for me, being vulnerable. The fear of being seen in the membership we go through, we uncover levels of this, but being seen, sharing my voice, even if I wasn't even talking about anything that great and just talking about something funny I saw, watching myself back, it would be very cringe. I just didn't like it. And then as I continued and I grew and evolved, and confidence comes from taking action. So I just kept going and going, and then putting myself out there. In the first Ultimate Human Design Summit, I didn't even do a presentation. I just felt so excited to share everybody else. But then as I was reflecting, I'm like, I could put this on and hype a lot of other great human design experts up, but I said I didn't have time for me. So no one got to actually get a taste of my work. We had almost 900 people join in. And then, so the second one, I was like, okay, I'm going to put my ideas out there. And you know what? There have been people in this membership that said, oh, I listened to your presentation from the Ultimate Human Design Summit and I want to learn from you. So I'm glad I did that. So when it came to tapping this month, because I'm on this journey with you, I have goals for myself. This month, what I reflected on was underneath the fear of being seen was the fear of being too much or know-it-all. What I noticed was this fear that keeps coming up for me. And it's not just about being visible. Like I gave that example. It was about being visible and posting and putting myself out there. What I'm coming up against, or what I came up against, was really fully seen for me and my bigness. It was just like owning that I am what I call a success coach. I'm actually owning that part of me and the gifts that I have in the work that I do. Very quickly, because I think this might help you, is that when it comes to the fear of being seen, are you actually owning the title of the work that you do? I noticed that a lot of people don't. They're like, I don't really want to be called a coach. I don't really want to be called this. I don't actually know what I want to. I get that. Undefined Identity Center. I don't know what to call myself. I just decided to call myself a soul success coach because I thought that encompassed what I do. Do people understand it? Should I just call myself a life coach? Maybe. Whatever it is, just own it, because that will help you not be so wobbly in showing up and taking action, because your identity is a little more solid. And I'll talk about that more in the podcast. But anyway, just own what you do. And I had this as a psychotherapist. I'm like, oh, I'm a psychotherapist. And then people around me would reflect that. The people close to me would say, oh, you're saying this because you're a psychotherapist. And I'm like, oh gosh, like I'm getting back what I'm giving out. If I just owned it, I wouldn't actually care that they said that, but it made me feel a little wishy-washy. So anyway, that's just for you. Own it. Back to my reflection. The version that I'm working with right now, the version of this fear I'm working with right now, is about owning my gifts fully without diluting them, without softening or making them smaller or trying to be digestible for people who might not be ready. I don't know if it's my therapy training or just being sensitive, tuned in person, but I can really feel and see people. I see their potential, their next level version, the possibilities they can't even touch yet. And sometimes I get so excited, too excited, maybe. And I learned my lesson really quick, actually, being my cheerleader energy self in therapy. I had a client early on in my work, and things were like shifting. We were talking about possibilities, and it was a growth conversation. And I could see that their energy was lifting. They were happy about the possibilities. And I was like, oh yeah, like I got so excited. And I started reflecting what I saw. the joy, the expansion, and suddenly her face just fell. I'll never forget. It was like she shut down in front of me. I had just gone past her capacity for good things, for positive emotions. She couldn't hold it. Not yet. And I felt like I pushed it too far, getting too excited. And honestly, that moment really stayed with me because, yeah, I get it. If you've had trauma, if you've always lived on high alert, if you're always expecting the worst or have low self-worth, joy can feel like a threat. That makes complete sense. So it's vulnerable, it's expansive, and if your body doesn't trust good things to last, then joy feels dangerous. That moment taught me so much. And the work that we did was looking at expanding positive affect, expanding positive, being able to hold positive emotions. That's literally a therapy technique because this actually exists. Fast forward to the work I do now, I can see the pattern. I've been scared of being too much. So underneath the fear of being seen was the fear of being seen as too much, too confident in what I can do. I think sometimes I get scared that what if I make someone feel too small? What if I come on too strong? What if I unintentionally invalidate someone's experience? I've been so tuned into others, what they need, how they might feel, even how I'll be perceived. I know I hold powerful insights. I know I can help people break through long standing blocks. I know I offer this transformation, but I talk about it in smaller ways. I second guess myself. Instead of owning my gifts fully, I just make them what I think people will be ready for. And in doing that, I've minimized my own magic. So the fear of being seen isn't always just about visibility. Sometimes it's about how we think we'll be perceived when we're fully in our truth. What I uncovered is that I don't want to do that anymore. I want to trust that the full version of what I do is exactly what my people are craving. So if you're listening, I just want to take this to new heights. Yes, I was able to start a membership and show up and do this work with you. But my next level is to just really own this and put my work out there even more. And I'm so glad you're here with me. If you are in my membership or even just listening to my podcast, hopefully you get something out of it. But I want to help you get unstuck. I want you to take action very simply. I want you to be able to take action on the things you say you want to do. We wait until we feel ready. We wait, even waiting till your kids grow up. I could have definitely told myself, no, I can't write a book. I'm pregnant. No, I can't write a book. I'm going to have a newborn. You're still able to do these things when you work through the emotional stuff, when you clear those blocks and you really believe in yourself. So here's what I learned. My wisdom and insight can be powerful and compassionate. I can hold space for someone's process and lovingly guide them forward. And I'm not too much. I'm actually what's needed. And maybe that reflection wasn't like the greatest, but I think if you tap with me, you'll understand it a little bit more. So if you're in a space to do this, go ahead or come back to it and we'll tap together, okay? Side of hand point here. Even though I worry I might come across as a know-it-all or overpowering, I deeply honor my desire to help others unlock their full potential. Even though I sometimes hold back because I don't want to invalidate anyone's experience, I'm allowed to own my insight and hold space. One more here. Even though I sometimes play small so I don't rock the boat, I'm ready to believe that my truth can free others, not harm them. Eyebrow point. I'm afraid of being too much. Side of eye. What if I say too much or push too hard? Under eye. I don't want to take over or make someone feel small. Under nose. So I tiptoe instead. Chin. But my gifts are here to activate, not just soothe. Collarbone. What if being fully me is what they need? Underarm. I'm not here to fix. I'm here to see clearly. Top of head. And lovingly reflect what's possible. Eyebrow. I release the fear of being too much. Side of eye. I release the fear of being misunderstood. Under eye. I can trust my intention and it's rooted in love. Under nose. I can guide without controlling. Chin. I can reflect truth without shame. Collarbone. I'm here to awaken potential, not apologize for it. Underarm. My wisdom is safe to share. Top of head. It's time to own my role as a gentle guide with powerful insight. Okay, that was mine. I could feel it. Like, I can feel the emotions bubbling up of, yeah, that's me. That's the version of me that I want to be. And I think that a lot of you can probably relate to that as well. So I hope it was helpful. I hope this helps you move through this block if you resonate with anything that I say. If not, you're just watching me go through my own expansion. And you know what? We're walking this together. If it resonated with you, if you've been navigating your own fear of being too much or not knowing how to fully show up with all your magic, I want to invite you to come and join Align to Shine HQ monthly space for sensitive soul-led entrepreneurs and healers to do this kind of work together. Each month we work through a new theme with tapping, reflection, and coaching to help you clear the blocks and actually feel safe being seen, successful, and aligned. You can join anytime, and I'd love to welcome you in. Just head to the link in the show notes. Really and truly, we're here to be powerful, like sensitive yet ambitious entrepreneurs. Like, we need to start rising. We are going to set a new expectation of how to treat others in our work, how to show up, how to just raise the consciousness of the world. And we can do it through our work. But we first need to get you to stop being so hard on yourself and to stop allowing fear to stop you in your tracks, because you are meant for something so much bigger. You have something to share with the world. You have wisdom, and I want you to be able to share that with the people you are meant to help. But I need you to know yourself first, and I need you to trust yourself that you can get through each level of growth.
And that's it for today's episode. Please share it with anyone else who wants to learn more about human design, or anyone who may be on their personal growth and spiritual development journey. You can DM me on Instagram to talk about what resonated with you, what you learned about yourself. I love hearing about human design in real life, so I really appreciate those conversations. And if you would like, you can leave a comment, a review, a rating, and subscribe to the podcast. That support means the world. Thank you so much for listening. I know time is a valuable currency. Take care.